Now, wasn't that worth waiting for?
And another Christmas has come at last. You've all seen this type of scene before. Hopefully, you've even been a part of it yourself. The decorating of the tree and house with tinsel and lights, the waiting in line, the last-minute shopping, the wrapping with brightly colored paper. It's all part of a wonderful time of year we call Christmas.
Mommy?
I know, I see him too.
Part nostalgia, part tradition, call it what you will. It's a joyous time of year. And we're going to find out about the man who brings this time of year to every home in Earth. This is American Profile. My name is Yule Tide.
Excuse me?
Just a second. Just who or what is Santa Claus? Haven't you wondered after all these years about this jolly old elf, this man we call Saint Nicholas, this purveyor of presents? Well, folks, tonight we're going to be talking to the old guy himself. Yes, folks, tonight we'll be bringing you the one and only Santa Claus.
We're having Christmas here?
I know. That's why we're here.
We? Who's we?
Oh, me and all of them.
Oh. Herb?
What? I thought you said I could sleep in.
Get out here.
What for?
Just get out here.
As you know, each week we profile the great, near great, and semi-great people of our time. Every week we come into your living room
Literally.
and attempt to answer, once and for all, what makes a great man or woman, well, great. And who greater person could there be, especially around this time of year, than Santa Claus himself?
Mommy, he scares me.
How'd you get in here?
How does Santa get in here?
Oh, I never thought of that.
What's your name, little boy?
Clifford.
Yeah, Clifford.
And what does Santa mean to you, Clifford?
Oh, Santa Claus. He means more to me than anyone.
Not more than your parents, I hope.
I love you, Santa Claus. Me too.
What is so urgent that I had to get up and who are you?
And what does Santa mean to you, sir?
I told you not to answer the door.
He just appeared. He says he's doing a profile on Santa Claus.
What?
That's correct.
He's not here.
No, not anymore. He's left his presents and has gone on to deliver others. So, how did Santa get started? Who is he? And why didn't he give me that train set I asked for when I was 8 years old?
This one's mine.
So, let's start at the beginning. And for that, we switch you now to Crystal Flakes at the North Pole.
I don't care who was at that meeting. How come I always get stuck with these remotes? Why, the next time I can see that Yule Tide, I can get my hands around his throat and hello. Yes, well, we're up here at the North Pole, where Santa Claus always makes all of his toys, and from where he leaves every December 25th to take his toys.
Actually, 24th.
What?
He leaves on Christmas Eve, which is December 24th. It
Oh,
would take a few hours.
well, that's right. He does leave on the 24th, and you are.
Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas to you. But what's your name?
Merry Christmas.
Really?
That's
Okay.
my name. Merry
That's your
Christmas.
name. Merry
Really-
Christmas.
Really.
Yeah. Look. My fingers are frozen to this microphone. Let's not be silly, all right? It's just wonderful that your name is Merry Christmas.
And I get to deliver all the mail up here.
Oh, isn't that nice? And so you're the postman lady person.
All three. That's how I got this part of the world for my deliveries.
Oh, how was that?
When the postmaster heard my name.
Oh, then you got this route.
Ain't it a hoot? Hi, Shirley. Look at me up here on the T and B and all.
And all, yeah. And so, being as you deliver the mail up here, then you've probably met Santa Claus.
Big guy, white beard, dresses in red.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, well then maybe you're the one to answer questions that people have had for years and years.
Yes, he does wear long underwear.
No, that wasn't a question.
Extra large. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, the question that people have is, how can he deliver all those packages to all of those boys and girls in just one night?
That is a good question.
Thank you, I thought it was. Well, how does he do it?
Well, I guess I can tell you. He gets a little extra time, which helps him out.
Oh, and what is that called?
Daylight savings time gives him an extra hour.
Well, yeah, that's an extra hour, but that still doesn't answer how does he get to all of those houses in just that one night?
Hey, up here the nights are 6 months long.
Yeah, and
you add an extra hour to that.
oh, it gives him an extra boost there, doesn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for telling us about Santa.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we don't want to bother you anymore.
I guess I'll get going.
Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What?
And a Merry Christmas to all of you too. What?
You said my name.
No, I was talking to them. I said Merry Christmas to everybody.
But I thought you said Merry Christmas.
No, I said Merry Christmas. M-E-R-R-Y.
But my name is Merry Christmas. M-A-R-Y.
But I wasn't talking to you.
He's left there? He's been spotted. When? We just went up to him. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our eye on Santa Claus, so we'll be bringing him to you shortly. So then, who, you may ask, is this congenial old gentleman? Well, this is actually one of Santa's helpers. And, how's it going today, Santa?
Just a moment, sir. I'm working here. And what's your name, sweetheart?
Darla.
Darla. What a lovely name.
I like it.
And have you been a good little girl this year?
Remember, he knows when you're sleeping, he knows when you're
Why don't
awake.
you let Darla answer for herself?
Sorry, Santa. Didn't mean to tell you your business. I guess I'll just, go check in with home base on our progress then.
Sounds like a good idea.
Where were we?
Have you been good this year or not?
Can you flip over that part?
Have you not been good?
Well,
What?
I've been a wonderful compared to the Lord. Hey, he's my brother.
Boy.
I've been good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did you go to that varnish the cat?
What?
Hey, wait a second.
Boy.
Don't I get a lawyer here or something?
What's this I hear about the cat?
Well, I was painting on my airplane in the garage, and the cat got in my way. So I threw it, and I moved it out of the way so it get hurt. Well, they can't varnish.
But the cat's okay now, right?
I thought you were supposed to know that stuff.
I know about boys and girls. Cats are out of my jurisdiction.
Out of your what?
And what did we want for Christmas?
Me first.
Okay, you first.
I want a Barbie that touches doll, the one with the suitcase.
Okay, and you?
A new sister.
Yeah, what's the matter with Darla?
Oh, you can keep hers alone and go the new one.
Surely there must be something you'd like to have.
Okay, a fire truck.
All right, a toy fire truck.
No, a real one.
A real one?
You let and we could use one around our house too.
I'll see what I can do.
Bye, Santa.
What's your name?
My name is Vincent. I've been a good little fish.
Oh, yeah, you've been on top of things, aren't you? You hear what I was saying? You already knew what to say, huh?
I hope what you asked. So I was ready.
Oh, wow. What you got here?
Did you hear the what I want for you?
A list of what in the world? Look at all this. That's an awful lot of toys, man.
I've been an awful lot of good.
Let's see. We got bike and wagons and PlayStation. What? This has been Xerox.
We're going to London. How come you're here when we go to another one? They're awful there.
Well, I move fast for a fact, man.
Yes. How about you don't tell Mom and Dad I have to tell Mom?
Yeah, how about I only bring you a few of these things and not the whole list? How about I do a favor for you? Would you do one for old Summer?
Deal.
All right, sounds good. And what's your name, my child?
Joy.
Oh, Joy, what a lovely name, especially this time of year. And what can I get for you?
Excuse me, sir. I need Santa. Have you seen a couple kids, a boy and a girl? Their names are Donna and Lloyd.
You mean the one that threw the can of varnish at the cat?
Say it, you're not everything.
Just a moment there. What can I get for you?
It's not for me I'm asking for. It's for my daddy.
Oh, okay. What can I get your dad?
A new job.
A new job?
He lost his job as a cook and now he's real sad. So Santa, that's what I'm asking for.
Well, Joy, I'll see what I can do.
I might be able to help you, Santa. Joy, did you know I'm one of Santa's helpers?
You are?
Uh-huh. And if you give this to your daddy, you'll get what you want for Christmas.
Oh, thank you. Thank you too, Santa.
Oh, it's a lovely time of year, isn't it?
Isn't it, though? Especially if you're Santa Claus.
Uh-huh. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good
For goodness sakes.
Now, Donna and Lloyd.
The last time I heard them, they were that way in the toy department. Really fast. Huh?
Well, folks, we have something of a surprise for you. I can tell you that we have a very special celebrity guest behind this screen. No, it's not Santa himself. Not yet. We're gonna catch up with him soon. I hope. No. This is somebody who knows Santa very, very well. And is even very closely associated with a holiday all his own. But for his own personal reasons, he has chosen to remain anonymous. So for now, we'll call him EB. EB, can you hear me?
Yes, y'all. I can hear you very well.
So, what's up, Doc?
Good one, y'all. Not like I haven't heard that one a jillion times.
So, you've known Santa for a long time, right?
Oh, I can tell you stories. Keep it here all night.
Ah, well, very good. That's just what we want to hear. Some of those stories of yours.
What do you want to know? Just ask me anything.
And you'll hop on the answers?
You're starting to get on my nerves, y'all.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Old habits die hard, you know.
What was that?
I said old habits die hard.
Sorry, I thought you said old rabbits die hard.
Now, earlier we were talking and you said that Santa, how'd you put it? Has all the breaks, I think you said?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, for one thing, look at all the help and stuff.
You mean his elves?
Well, his assistants and all the malls. He's even got flying reindeer for crying out loud.
Oh, and you don't think that's fair?
Well, some of us have to work alone, and when we leave our presents, we don't get to go into the houses where it's warm and there are lots of goodies left out for us to eat. No, sir, Bob. We have to leave our presents outside and hide in the bushes and shrubs. It's cold, and there are dogs.
I see.
And he gets to leave all sorts of presents, whereas Some of us only have one kind of gift. Say, an egg to us. I mean, sure, I can paint in different colors, but how many shades of purple are there?
But I thought everyone loved Santa.
Oh, he's a nice guy, all right. He's friendly and has that ho 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 thing going, like I was telling the tooth fairy.
Wait, you talked with the tooth fairy about Santa?
Oh, you should hear her sometimes. She can get into the house and bring all their milk and cookies left for her to eat. No, all she ever finds is tea.
Yes, but...
And if that's not bad enough, the kids hide the teeth from her under pillows and blankets. What a nightmare.
Well, also, Santa's international, whereas you, the tooth fairy, and most others are just known on this continent.
Well, that's true.
And since he's international, he must have a whole lot more houses to get to, right?
I never thought of that.
And he has to go into each one of those houses himself? Oh, slow and steady wins the race. That's from that fable about the tortoise and hare.
Oh, you want to bring up that one now?
Oh, I was just making a point.
We don't like to talk about that one. And we still insist that the race was fixed.
And also, on Christmas Eve, doesn't Santa also visit you?
Yeah, he does.
I mean, doesn't he also make sure that you have a Merry Christmas?
Yeah, he does. Well, that is kind of nice when you get down to it.
And so, in parting, wouldn't you say that he's a jolly old elf?
I guess so.
Ah, all right. Now, is there anything you want to say to all the kids out there tonight?
Oh, Merry Christmas, and keep your dogs on a leash.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Christmas is over, and you're in a quandary. All the guests have left and left you with a big mess. What to do, what to do. Do you shovel it in a pile and put a match to it? No, sir. With this fine guide, Ghosts of Christmas Past, this is the book just for you. It's written by Professor Eva Destruction and is full of all kinds of little hints. Just a couple examples. You're always left with tons of Christmas cards. What to do, what to do. Do you stick them in a circular file? No, sir. These can be valuable. Here's a few examples. Take this card. Fold it in half. Fold it again. And you have a handy-dandy wedge to go under that short table leg so the dining room table will quit wobbling. Or you can take this card, have it laminated, and now you have a colorful but efficient cheese slicer. Now when you're done with that, you can cut it up into little pieces and sell it at your next yard sale as guitar picks. These are just a few examples from this wonderful book, Ghosts of Christmas Past. Not convinced yet? You're left over with one of those old fruitcakes. Does anybody eat these things anymore? Answer, no, sir. What to do, what to do. Take that fruitcake, put some garland in it, tack a bow to it, and now you have a brand new Christmas wreath. And believe me, this thing will last forever. And you don't have to drop kick it in the incinerator and take a chance on spraining your ankle. These are just some of the fine ideas found in this wonderful book, Ghosts of Christmas Past. I love this stuff. I could just go on and on. All the guests have left, and you're left with that one boring old uncle who just won't leave. You know, the one that could change a stampeding herd of cattle up an alley. What to do, what to do. Take this book, The Ghosts of Christmas Past, go to page 27. Tear out a page, write his name on it, slap it on his chest. Yes, sir. Looks just like an official telegram from the IRS saying, we know where you live and we're coming to visit. These are just a few of the fine ideas found in this wonderful book, The Ghosts of Christmas Past. Comes in a beautiful phony but real looking leather binder. And it makes a wonderful book for your coffee table. What? You don't have a coffee table? Put 4 legs on it and now you have a coffee table. This book is sold only on this ad and at fine pawn shops around the area. Thank you.
Have we caught up with him yet? No. Well, what are we going to do? We can't very well have a story about Santa Claus if we can't find him. Oh, what? Oh, yes, everybody. This is Crystal Flake, so we're back up here at the North Pole, and we thought since we haven't caught up with Santa Claus yet, that we would talk to some of the people that are helping him. These are some of Santa's elves. You're in charge of all the elves, right?
He's a sergeant.
You're in charge of all the elves?
No.
No. And these are some of your elves, right? And
Yes, these 5 are department heads.
mm-hmm.
Millie, Billy, Tilly, Dilly, and Clyde.
Clyde.
He's adopted.
Oh.
What? We'll talk about this later.
And you all make sure that everything is in order for Santa's big sleigh ride on Christmas Eve.
You got that right, little lady.
Okay. We thought you might like to see what goes on before Santa takes off. So, Sarge, let me just get out of your way and you can take off and do your thing.
Elves, count off. 1,
2,
3,
4.
Adopted. It's a joke, Clyde. Attention. Dress it up. Next time I want to see a clean curl on those shoes.
yes, sir.
Now, men. Hey. And women.
Hey.
Tonight's the big night. We have a lot of kids depending on Mr. Claus. And Mr. Claus is depending on us. So let's run through our checklist and make sure we have everything correct. Millie? Yes, sir. You're in charge of all correspondence. Children's letters are stored away and answered. Yes, sir. Except, that sounds like a problem, and we don't like problems now, do we? There's just one I'm still working on, and that's why I brought them with me. What's the problem? There's this one.
There's just a couple.
That's from the mayor of Lane Creek. He asked for a fire truck. So? He wants a real fire truck. We'll look into it and check if he's been a nice boy this year. What else? There's this one. That says, we need somebody new to handle all the letters and I should be replaced. What? Clyde? Just a suggestion, sir. And why is that? Well, because I'm ready to do something else other than my job. All suggestions are going to the suggestion box.
What do you do anyway?
I run the suggestion box. Attention. Billy.
Yo.
You're in charge of inventory, making sure there are enough toys to go around.
And all the toys that can be found, those that are silent and those with sound. We have toys by the mounds, and by the ounce, and by the pound. Why, with toys and toys we abound.
How can you be so sure?
He also runs the lost and found. Tilly,
Oh dear.
your report?
Does it have to rhyme?
Just give us your report.
Oh, okay, I get all the toys together for Santa and I put them in a sack and I make sure he takes the sack with him.
And that said sack is put in the said sleigh. And that said sack does not fall out of said sleigh.
Isn't that what I just said?
Tilly,
Oh dear.
your report?
Well, it's just there's the same problem as usual, sir.
And that is?
Well, if we just had a little bit more room on the sled, we could put more toys on there and
Yeah,
then
get to the point.
well, if there was just a little less Santa, if he could use a little weight.
What?
Well, if there was less Santa, we could get more toys on the sled.
You want our chief, the biggest toy giver in the world, to go on a diet?
Well, does he have to be the biggest in every sense of the word, sir?
I'll put in a word with the big man. Maybe he can carry some toys on his lap.
Sir, he doesn't have a lap.
Now that thinking's not very sound. You want the old man not to be round?
You're rhyming again.
Dilly,
Present, sir.
you're in charge of transportation and keeping all the reindeer nice and healthy.
I clean up after them too.
Your report?
One problem, sir, with Blitzen.
And that is
He keeps dancing.
dancing.
Dancing. He keeps dancing. Blitzen keeps dancing, and when he does, it makes Dancer mad.
Blitzen dancing makes Dancer mad.
Dancer thinks she should be the only one to dance.
Maybe it is Dancer dancing.
No, it's Blitzen. And when Dancer gets mad, he starts prancing around.
Prancing?
And that makes Prancer mad.
Dasher's prancing?
Then when Prancer gets mad, when Prancer just can't take it anymore, he starts dashing all over the place, and then Dasher sees this.
And he gets mad.
That's my problem, sir.
Well, maybe it's Blitzen. Can't we stop Blitzen from prancing?
No, Blitzen doesn't prance, he dances. Dancer prances.
Is this where Dasher prances?
Which one's common?
Shut up!
What does Dasher do?
It's not what Dasher does, it's what Dasher doesn't.
What doesn't Dasher do?
Dasher doesn't dash no more.
I'm getting a headache.
I see.
So if Blitzen stops
So if Blitzen stops
dancing,
dancing, Dancer will stop prancing. Prancer will stop dashing. And Dasher will get a smile on his face.
Now you got it.
I see. I'll tell you what. Put them all in the same stall. That way there won't be any more room for dancing, dashing, prancing, or anything else.
Ooh, good idea. And then when they stop, I can let them out?
Now you got it. Any other problems? Yes, Clyde?
Yes, sir.
You are no longer in charge of the suggestion box.
Thank you, sir. Now what will my duties be?
You are now head in charge of the communications reply department.
Communication and reply department. What do I do first?
Well, you can start by writing a letter to the mayor of Wind Creek telling him why he's not getting in the fire truck.
Any idea how I do that?
You can look in the suggestion box.
Oh yeah, I should have figured.
Now we all know our jobs, so let's make sure that we do it right. And Merry Christmas. What? No, not you.
You said Merry Christmas.
Mayo!
Every year, millions of kids And yes, even grown-ups see Santa Claus. We see him in stores and in parades, on television and in movies. Yet, believe it or not, some people just still don't believe in him. And they have trouble believing it when they do see him.
Now, Mr. Holly, what would you like to talk about today?
Oh, nothing really. I mean, I feel fine. Sort of. Well, the thing is...
Yes?
No, it's probably nothing.
Well, see, go on.
It's just that last night, it was late, you know, and I was up. I couldn't sleep.
Right?
That's when I saw it. I think I saw it. Actually, I heard it first.
Heard what?
Well, a clatter.
A clatter?
A clatter.
Where?
Out on the lawn. I went to see, you know, what was the matter.
I see. Of course, of course. Go on. What did you see?
Deer.
Deer.
No, not reindeer, really. Reindeer, yeah. And a sleigh. A sleigh and 8 reindeer. And the guy driving the sleigh...
Hang on. You saw a sleigh with reindeer, and the guy driving the sleigh...
was yelling at the reindeer.
Could you make out what he was yelling?
Let's see. He said, top of the porch, top of the wall, now dash away.
Dash away?
Dash away all. I'm not crazy, am I, Doc?
Now, we don't like to use that term. Now, did you get a look at the driver?
Yeah.
And what did he look like?
Not sure if I should tell you.
Go on.
Okay. Well, he was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot. His clothes were all covered in ashes and soot. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry.
Cherry?
Small, tiny red thing.
I know what a cherry looks like. Anything else?
He had a broad face and a big round belly, which shook when he laughed.
Like a bowl full of jelly?
Have you seen him?
Just a lucky guess. Go on.
Well, here's the weird part.
Now we get to the weird part.
Without a noise, without a sound, he went down my chimney with a single bound.
That's crazy.
That's when I noticed the sack.
The sack?
Filled with toys, flung over his back. He looked like a peddler just opening his sack. He spoke not a word, but went about his work, filled all the stockings.
You have stockings?
My wife's. I tell you, Doc, he was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf.
He must have made you laugh.
In spite of myself. Then, oh, get this.
I'm listening.
Laying a finger beside of his nose, he gave me a nod, and up the chimney he rose.
Uh-huh.
He sprang to his sleigh, and he gave out a whistle, and away they all flew like the down on a thistle. I heard him yell as they flew out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Well, what do you think, Doc?
I think that would make a wonderful poem.
I think I need to get a new psychiatrist.
Sorry. I was just thinking about Santa and tried to get into the mood, you know. For some reason I've been having trouble. And I thought if he did show up, you know, Santa and chimneys.
You're on.
What?
You're on.
Oh! Hello, folks. We don't have Santa for you yet, but we thought while we're waiting, another question that we'd like to answer is just why does Santa always come down through the chimney? So, let's ask this person here.
Me?
She's our stage manager.
What?
Yeah, you know the old song, up on the rooftop, click, 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 down to the chimney with old Saint Nick?
Do you want me to sing it?
No. Don't want you to do that. No, I just wanted to ask you why you thought Santa always comes down through the chimney.
Okay.
So, Why do you think Santa always comes down through the chimney?
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy. Because he always comes down the chimney because the doors and windows are usually locked.
No. You don't got to know anything about Santa.
What?
This person is one of our backstage grips. He makes sure the show's running smoothly.
More than what you're doing.
Why do you think Santa always comes down through the chimney?
Oh, that's easy. Comes for one good reason. Because it's off the ground.
Yeah, it's off the ground, so what?
So dogs don't get them.
No. You people have it all wrong. Where were you raised?
Barn.
This lady runs our audio, correct?
What?
Why do you think Santa always comes down through the chimney?
Oh, that's simple.
What's simple?
What?
She does sound.
Just tell us.
He comes down the chimney because it's warm. It's Christmas Eve, you know.
Well, what if there's a fire?
What?
That's not it.
What's going on here? Huh?
This here, ladies and gentlemen, is our director.
That Santa Claus always comes down the chimney?
Yes, why do you think he always comes down through the chimney?
Because he's directed to.
What?
What?
That's...
Oh, come on. He can't come down the chimney.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, it's cold outside.
Like, everyone
He
knows
comes down the
he's
chimney to
just
get warm.
So he was directed to?
Oh, yeah.
No. You see, Santa comes down the chimney. No.
Why don't we just...
No.
Why don't we ask an expert? What's your name, little boy?
Ollie.
And you know about Santa Claus, don't you?
Oh, everybody knows about Santa Claus.
Great. And why do you think he always comes down through the chimney?
Well, that's easy. He hangs up the stockings first. He fills up the stockings first. And he hangs them on the fireplace.
I was gonna say that next.
Well, that's very wise, Ollie. Say, where'd you get that present?
From Santa.
Huh?
What? He was here?
He just left.
Santa, can we have a word?
What did he say?
What's that? Come.
Hello there, hello. My name is Winter Wonderland, and I have been asked to come to speak to you today about that jolly old fella, Santa Claus. I don't know why they asked me. I think they have some time to kill. I don't know. Anyway, I have done a lot of studying on this jolly old fellow, and I have come to answer a few of your questions. The first question always, why can't the children stay up to see the Santa Claus come down the chimney, put down the presents, eat the cookies? But that's easy, because everyone knows when company is coming, you put the children to bed. Yeah. Another question I get asked, why do some people call him Saint Nicholas and some people call him Santa Claus? Again, this is easy. Oh, you say, well, Winter got a present from Saint Nicholas, and I tell you. And you say, oh, Winter got a present from Saint Nicholas. And you tell her, and she says, did you know Winter got a present from Santa Claus? And she says, oh, got a present from Santa Claus. And the next one says, got a present from Santa Claus. And the next one got a present from Santa Claus. Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, same guy, right there. Now the question, why what does Santa Claus have with those jingling bells everywhere? TV shows, movies, always the bells they're jingling. I tell you that he has those jingling bells so the reindeer know where he is. Every time they hear the bells, the reindeer know Santa is coming. It's the same as when someone says to you something and you think, oh, yes, I remember. That rings a bell. Oh, I have spent years and years studying this. And I have written this book so I can share my information with you. And for just $20, I will give you the address and you can mail to me and get this book.
Santa, wait!
Where'd he go?
Wait, what's going on?
Sorry, Professor.
What is this? I'm trying to make a buck here.
Where'd he go?
I heard him over here.
You heard something?
What are we talking about?
Santa, did you see him?
What does he look like?
What?
What does he look like? You wrote a book about the man. How do you not know what he looked like?
Well, the guy that came through, what was he wearing? Yeah.
You're not from around these parts, are you?
Oh, more company.
You! The guy who gave you that. Where'd he go? Santa, hold up!
Santa! Santa!
Grown-ups, yeah?
Grown-ups.
Yeah. Hey, little girl, you got $20? Hey, maybe you got 10? Hey, maybe you got some change. Little girl.
Yes, I know what time it is. I have a watch. How are we going? What? Oh. Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. And has this been a great show or what? Yeah, well, we haven't been able to find Santa Claus. I mean, we haven't caught up with Santa Claus, but since we haven't, maybe it's just as well. Maybe it's a good idea that we haven't met up with him. I mean, just like we're all busy this time of year, and Santa Claus is busy too, and we wouldn't want to interrupt his work. We wouldn't want him to take time out of his schedule, and so with that in mind, this is Crystal Flakes. Wishing you and your friends, what? Wait a minute, wait. Oh, I think somebody is coming. Oh yes, who is this?
Ho, ho, ho.
Could it be? Oh, yeah, it's Santa Claus.
I heard you were looking for old Saint Nick.
Yes, we were, and we have lots of questions to ask you.
Oh, well, I don't know about a lot of questions. My time is pretty well budgeted with Christmas just around the corner. But I might be able to answer a couple of questions you might...
Yule.
Why'd you do that?
Well, I'm a reporter, and we always report the truth.
Oh, really? How old are you then?
Well, now look, everybody, it was just Yule trying to fool us and pretend that he was Santa Claus.
What?
I should have known.
Maybe he didn't have any choice.
I did not see any of this in rehearsal.
We didn't have...
You weren't at rehearsal.
Not my fault.
You got me.
Well, it was just Yule pretending.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, we were all running around here crazy trying to find Santa. It didn't even feel like Christmas, so I did this.
And aren't you sorry that you fooled us?
Yes.
The Christmas spirit is elusive as Santa himself.
Yeah. But for some of us, I think Santa kind of symbolizes the spirit of Christmas. And so I thought I'd deliver both at the same time, you know. Santa and a little Christmas cheer.
Yeah. Seems like we all got away with it too.
Well,
who really cares about all the gifts? And that's not what's most important at Christmas. What's most important is the feeling in our hearts, being together.
I hear you, man.
What are you doing?
Oh, looking through Santa's sleigh.
Those are just a couple of props I threw in there, man.
Oh.
Not actually.
Really, the largest one got your name on it.
oh,
Well,
It's the train set I wanted when I was 8. It's even the one that whistles and blows smoke.
I'll be a turkey's uncle.
yeah. Nobody really cares about the gifts or anything, right?
Who gave it to you?
Well, who gave that to you?
Yeah, who gave it to you?
Must have been the old gift giver himself.
And I'll be.
He may not have been able to find Santa Claus, but he found us.
Yeah, it only took us not looking for him.
Santa Claus really is magic.
I think we all have the Christmas spirit right now. We hope you have it as well. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Where's everybody? Come on out. Don't go yet. We want to thank you all for coming and for being here. Lisa, why don't you come over a minute? We have one person who does a lot of work here. And she did such a good job on this set. She did all of the artwork and everything. And she's been with me how many years?
About 10 or so.
About 10 or so. And I throw some pretty weird things at her and she manages to do them. So there you go, sweetie.
Thank you.